Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, and if you're new, welcome. In this video, we're going to look at different sleeping bags and or quilts for car camping and that backpacking trip. If you're excited to see this video, give it a big thumbs up and let's jump into it. The first sleeping bag we're going to look at is a traditional old school sleeping bag. You may remember these from when you were a kid, for those of us that are a little bit older. These can be had from most of the major manufacturers on the budget end, and they usually come in a rectangular shape. They have a nylon cover, some of them have a cotton cover, and then most of them have either a flannel or a cotton interior with some kind of insulation. They're a little puffy. They sleep good, warm. They're great for car camping because they are pretty bulky, a little bit heavy, and they do absorb some moisture. So you'll find if you're in a really humid climate, it is a little sticky getting into them at night. They can be had for anywhere from $20 to $30 on up, and they even make some really good versions of these that can be had for a few $100s. And they're good down to $0 or below. So it is a good option for many people because they do run the whole range. And if you're just car camping, it works pretty well. Also, they come in kid sizes, so it's great for the whole family. Guys, the next sleeping bag we're going to take a look at is a North Face Allegheny. And again, I'm not pushing these brands. I'm just showing you some of the things that are out there. Some of these, they don't even make them anymore because they've upgraded to newer models. This one I've had for about 30 years. It's a summer bag. It's good to 40 degrees. It has a rectangular shape to give you lots of room and is really good for car camping during those summer months or for a weekend on the trail or a little bit longer in that warmer weather. You can also layer up underneath it and sleep a little colder than that 40 degrees. The other thing to watch out for though is everybody sleeps at different temperatures and conditions well. So some of us are good down to 40 degrees, but that's really an extreme temperature rating on this bag, unless you're really well layered up or you sleep really warm. Other than that, you might only be comfortable in this bag down to 60 degrees. So you gotta try them out. If you know somebody who has one, check it out, talk to them, see how they sleep. Again, this is really a summer option bag and is good for everything from car camping right down to a summer weekend or longer on the trail. And this bag was probably about $120 when I bought it 30 years ago. And there are many options from all the big camping manufacturers out there today. Next sleeping bag we're going to take a look at is a North Face Cat's Meow. This sleeping bag, again, hasn't been made in quite some time and is probably about 30 years old, maybe 35. I've had this for a really long time. I've spent lots of nights in it. And what this is known as is a mummy bag. It's called a mummy bag because you'll see that the toe box or the bottom of the sleeping bag is much more narrow than the top. It kind of squeezes you in kind of like a little wedge. So if you're not good with sleeping in tight conditions, these might not be the best for you and you may want to opt for a rectangular bag. A couple of features on this bag. You'll notice it has a hood. And this is to tuck your head in when sleeping in colder conditions. This bag goes down to about 20 degrees, and that's an extreme rating. As a bag gets older, it probably loses some of its rating, and again, all depends on how you sleep and you layer up underneath. It has a cinch cord, so you can draw the hood and the collar tight around your face to keep that warmth inside, because that's where a sleeping bag really excels, is holding the heat into you. It does have a single right-hand zipper, and you'll notice this right here is called a draft tube, and this is a draft collar. And what that does is that keeps the heat from getting out through the zipper or out around your neck while you're sleeping, holding that body heat inside. This is filled with a synthetic fill. It's a little heavier, but helps retain warmth even in wet conditions. They do come in a down version also, which is a lighter, more compactable sleeping bag, which may be a good option for some of you and is better on the trail and is also, though, more expensive. There are a lot of backpackers out there that are moving away from sleeping bags in an attempt to save weight. What that gives you is what's called a quilt. This one is the Nitro 20 Degree, made by Sierra Designs. You'll notice it's very much like a sleeping bag, except for it's open on the back. The reason for this is you save the weight of all the backing material, because when you're sleeping on an insulated sleeping pad, you end up compressing your sleeping bag anyway and lose all of that warmth. And where you're getting your warmth from is the insulation rating of that sleeping pad. So they've come up with this design. This has some really unique features, including a little pocket for your head to keep that head warm, because that's where you lose most of your heat. It also has hand pockets, so you can take that and wrap it around yourself and snuggle up nice and tight. It is down-filled, making it lighter than a synthetic bag or synthetic quilt. It has an extreme rating of 20 degrees. The other great features about this quilt, just like a sleeping bag, it retains a toe box to keep your feet nice and warm. It does have kind of that cone shape or that mummy shape, so it is a little tighter on your feet, but is very open on the back. So no matter what position you like to sleep in, I like to roll around a lot, and that's why I'm trying this out. Again, all of these sleep systems are ours, and we've been sleeping in them for years, most of them, except for this one. It's very new to us, but it is ours. It's not a sponsored item, and just thought we would check it out to see how it is. So far, I'm enjoying it. Don't try to sleep in it in warm weather if you're a warm sleeper, though, because I did that, and it was too hot. I'm looking forward to trying it out on a winter hunting trip. These are our different sleeping bags and quilt that we're currently using. Most of the major manufacturers make sleeping bags in all different price ranges. Even if you just get out there with a blanket, get out there and try it out. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Let us know if you have questions. We're always here to help you out. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.